Are you struggling to navigate the complex world of international communication for your business or brand? The truth is, PR isn't a one-size-fits-all game. We're about to unveil the surprising regional differences in public relations, from media relations to crisis communication, and how understanding them can save you a fortune and a serious headache. Forget everything you think you know about global communication. Some countries require you to declare all gifts to journalists, while others have strict rules on what you can never say about competitors. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the bizarre, brilliant, and absolutely essential PR requirements that shape how organizations communicate worldwide. What you're about to learn isn't just trivia. It's the foundation of successful global PR. Because one misstep in Tokyo, Dubai, or Paris doesn't just cost money. It can derail entire campaigns, spark international backlash, or even break local laws. So let's dive in and break down what global PR really looks like. Most people assume PR is universal. A pitch is a pitch. A press release is a press release. But anyone who has worked internationally knows that what impresses a reporter in New York might fall flat in Beijing, or even offend someone in São Paulo. In the US, PR often prioritizes speed, bold claims, and strong angles. Reporters expect quick responses and newsworthy hooks. But shift to Japan and you'll find a culture where relationship building far outweighs aggressive pitching. Media professionals are generally more formal, rely heavily on in-person or long-standing contacts, and may reject approaches that feel pushy or overly self-promotional. In Germany, precision matters. Journalists expect data, verified sources, and a clear factual basis. Emotional storytelling won't carry a pitch the way it might in Latin America, where narrative-driven communication is far more influential. First impressions matter. Cultural nuances affect even the earliest steps of outreach. In the Middle East, titles and hierarchy significantly influence communication. Messages must show respect and clarity. A casual tone, common in American or Australian PR, can come across as unprofessional. Meanwhile, Scandinavian countries value directness and transparency. Euphemisms, exaggerations, or over-polished language will raise suspicion rather than build interest. The impact of local media landscapes. Every country has a different media ecosystem. China. State-owned outlets dominate, and approvals can be necessary for certain topics. India. Media is fragmented, competitive, and extremely fast-paced. Stories travel quickly but must be tailored to regional languages and platforms. France. Traditional press still holds significant influence, and journalists often expect more formal, evidence-backed communication. Brazil. Social media influencers have enormous sway, often more than traditional outlets. Understanding these landscapes is not optional. It's the difference between coverage and silence. Now let's explore one of the most misunderstood parts of international PR: legal compliance. A campaign that's harmless in one country can be illegal in another. Data privacy laws have reshaped PR. Two of the most influential are GDPR, Europe, requires strict consent for data collection, limits profiling, and demands transparency. Sending email pitches or storing journalist information often requires documented justification and opt-outs. CCPA, CPRA, California, gives consumers broad rights to know, delete, and restrict data usage. While less strict than GDPR, non-compliance can still lead to fines and reputational damage. By 2025, many regions, including Brazil, LGPD, India, Digital Personal Data Protection Act, and parts of Africa, have adopted similar laws. For global PR teams, that means every contact list, newsletter, event registration, and campaign analytics flow must comply with multiple overlapping rules. Defamation laws. The silent threat. Defamation is one of the biggest legal hazards in global PR. United Kingdom. Plaintiff-friendly defamation standards mean companies must be cautious when referencing competitors or making comparisons. United States. Public figures face higher burdens of proof, which gives more freedom for critique, but false claims can still lead to substantial lawsuits. Singapore and Australia. Defamation laws are stringent, and even casual public statements can trigger legal action. In PR, one poorly worded claim, or one influencer's off-the-cuff comment, can become a legal nightmare. Government approvals and industry regulations. Some countries require approval for press materials on sensitive topics. Examples include China. Topics involving national policy, finance, or health often require pre-review. Middle East. Some nations have strict rules around religious content or political commentary. EU and US. Sectors like healthcare, finance, and energy follow regulations that dictate what can be said about products, risks, or results. Ignoring these rules can lead to fines, bans, or worse, permanent media distrust. Beyond legalities, cultural differences quietly shape how messages are received. High-context cultures, Japan, China, UAE, messages rely on implicit meaning, trust, and shared understanding. Direct or overly blunt communication feels disrespectful. Low-context cultures, US, Germany, Netherlands, clarity and directness matter. Ambiguous messaging can feel evasive or untrustworthy. This affects everything from press releases to executive interviews. A message that seems clear in one region might seem rude or vague in another. The power of storytelling. Storytelling is universal, but its structure varies. Latin America and Africa, emotion, community, and identity drive the strongest narratives. Europe, facts and logic often take precedence over emotional pull. East Asia, stories emphasizing harmony, long-term vision, and collective benefit resonate most. Global brands that fail to adapt their storytelling often see engagement drop sharply outside their home markets. Celebrity endorsements and influencers. What's acceptable varies dramatically. China. Influencer marketing, especially live stream commerce, is massive. But new regulations require transparent disclosures and qualifications for certain product categories. EU. Influencers must label sponsored content clearly, and some countries impose strict fines for non-disclosure. Middle East. Some nations require influencers to hold special government-issued licenses to promote brands. United States. FTC guidelines require influencer transparency, but the culture is more tolerant of promotional partnerships overall. Understanding these nuances prevents compliance issues and helps campaigns resonate. Crises don't respect borders, and neither should your strategy. Preparing for crises in different contexts. In the US, companies are often expected to respond within hours. Speed signals accountability. But in Japan, immediate responses can appear reactive or disrespectful. Thorough internal review is often expected first. In China, government involvement can dictate timing and content. In Germany, transparency is critical, and withholding information can do more damage than the crisis itself. Speed versus accuracy. During global crises, companies must balance fast communication with legal and cultural accuracy. A rushed statement that works in one region may cause backlash elsewhere. For example, over-apologizing in some countries may imply guilt. Under-apologizing in others may feel dismissive. Referencing political or social issues may be sensitive or prohibited. Repairing reputation. Around the world, reputation recovery takes different forms. Japan. CEOs are often expected to make personal public apologies. US. Concrete action plans speak louder than apologies. France. Public sentiment values accountability, but also expects privacy and nuance. South Korea. Public apologies are deeply cultural, but follow-up actions are heavily scrutinized. A one-size-fits-all crisis plan is a recipe for failure. So how do you navigate all these differences? Local expertise is non-negotiable. You can't Google cultural nuance. Local teams understand evolving regulations, media expectations, and cultural nuances that no global playbook can fully capture. Working with market-specific PR specialists prevents missteps and unlocks larger opportunities. Centralized strategy, decentralized execution. The most successful global campaigns follow this model. The core brand message stays consistent. Local teams adapt tone, timing, messaging, and media strategy. Global HQ controls the narrative direction. Local experts ensure cultural alignment. This hybrid approach keeps brands unified while respecting local expectations. The future of global PR. By 2025, the PR landscape is shifting fast. AI-powered localization helps teams tailor messages to cultural preferences. Hyper-personalization allows brands to target micro-audiences with remarkable accuracy. Real-time sentiment analysis helps companies detect early warning signs of crises across countries. Regulatory automation tools help ensure multi-country compliance. The future belongs to brands that can adapt quickly, listen deeply, and communicate authentically across borders. Global PR isn't about translating a press release into 3 languages. It's a mosaic of legal, cultural, and strategic differences that shape how organizations must communicate around the world. Understanding these nuances protects your brand, strengthens your campaigns, and builds trust, no matter where your message travels. So the next time someone says, "Just send the same campaign everywhere," you'll know better. The world is interconnected, but it's not identical, and that's what makes global PR both challenging and incredibly exciting. Thanks for joining this deep dive into international communication. If you want to explore more about global marketing, crisis strategy, or communication trends, stay tuned. There's so much more to uncover. Know more, be more.